Hello everyone, my name is Nate Cowan. This is my DIG 3727 level design final project. I have recorded this quite a few times, and I either just forget to get the pause menu or whatever, so I'm going to attempt to jump straight into this. This is just a re-recording as someone made a few... I forget his name, I'm sorry if you watch this again. You made some good suggestions, and I wanted to implement them, and I had the time, and yeah, so I'm just letting the level run a bit because my computer is slow, and let's get into it. I'm going to be focusing primarily on the gameplay for this critical path, and so I won't be talking a ton. I'll go more in depth into uh, basically what's going on after I do the critical path, as you know, we need to get that like 150-second, 180-second time. So this is just a puzzle. It goes by the stages of imprisonment that he goes through. I'll go more in depth into that later. Green goop. And it's got some bones in it. You wouldn't want to be boned by the green goop, would you? That sounded a lot better in my head when I said that. Did I get it? Yep, I did. Oh! Doing this like speedrun tech. Get through the boxes! You're my friend now. Do 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 do. Join your friends. Look at the shiny ball. I think I'm gonna take it. Ah! But yeah, that's the critical path. And so this is one of two endings in the game. This is the caged ending, as it is referred to in the files. Basically, you're captured by the statues after you take their artifact, and you're left to turn into bones. Now I'm going to do a little bit more in-depth, just viewing into what's going on. And so I was just checking to make sure the critical path timing was fine. It looked fine. So I'm going to do a let's play, just going a bit more in depth. You can notice it says you died in top left-hand corner. That's because basically the checkpoint system that we were given in a tutorial was like, player spawn. You're using a player start. And so the player can spawn at any player start, but not in the editor, only within the build. And so whenever the player start whenever you just spawn in, it spawns you at any player start, and so I just kill you so that you spawn at the correct checkpoint. Those tutorials were a fantastic suggestion by the student person who gave me them. I don't remember your name, I'm sorry. And they're just really great just to have, so you know, oh, I can do that. Because, inferences, gamers aren't the best at that. This is my pause menu. I've just made it a little bit bigger in comparison to the previous one. It's actually spelled correctly as well. And now, the fire pits, they took a while. I still think they're probably one of my biggest performance dips, but I really like them. They were part of my original vision. This right here, as I elaborated, you have to shoot the fire pits in the order that it's given in. So let's just say, I'm a dumb little noob gamer, and I don't know how video games work. Well, I can shoot this in an incorrect order. All the fire pits extinguish, and the door doesn't open. For some reason, some of the fire pits randomly turn white. I don't know why. I think it's some leftover code from the previous object that I used to do with it. It's not something I've been able to fix, and that's something I'm definitely going to have to learn more for whenever I do future blueprinting. I had to fix quite a few bugs. There's checkpoints all around the place. And so, like this green goop, you walk in it, you're going to die as per the bones. This is literally just a plane with a green emissive material. And honestly, I kind of like it. It adds a little bit more character to this. This is one of my favorite sections. It's got like cool text. Ooh. And, just darkness. And you get to throw your projectile around. And you have to essentially like actively explore yourself and be like, ooh, look at all those cages down there. Because you're going to be tracking where the light is going specifically. And I feel like I should have maybe made these skeletons bigger. It would have made them more noticeable, but you can just like notice all the skeletons and the rocks and everything. It makes, in my opinion, it makes this a really cool experience. As you can see there, that pillar there, that pillar is a signifier of the fire pits. It's like you can see, oh, there's another pillar over there. So I'm gonna get it eventually. And you can see, oh, there's another pillar there. And then you can be like, oh, there's another pillar over here. And so the pillars are basically a way for keen-eyed players to be like, ooh, I should fire my firebolts over there. That was strange. I should fire my firebolts over there. Rather than, and more noobs, they'll be like, they won't know to shoot their firebolts in good places. And so they just kind of die. They don't die, but like, they're not as pro gamer as some people. So this is a little bit of speedrun tech, assuming you don't die. Or you can jump over here, shoot this, and then jump on top of that as it's rising up, and you get to skip the whole box thing. So if you ever want to speedrun a Wizard's Descent. If you look over there, there's a little statue. It says Among Us. If you don't trust me, go over there and see it. Maybe it'll say Among Us. Maybe it won't. I really like this segment because you just get to knock a bunch of boxes around. They're all friends. This guy's a friend. So yeah, for this, I focused heavily on puzzle solving and all that. So there's not a ton of parkour. There's a little bit. But I wanted to focus mainly on, like, you explore with the firebolts. You light up the fire pits to essentially make your way forward. You're solving a riddle and trying to figure that out. You're stacking boxes to get on top of things. You're trying to effectively push them out of the way, rather than just fast. And while I do like the darkness room, this is one of my favorite rooms just because I like the expanse of it all. This is one of my favorite things to do. Look how cool that is. Just the firebolt rushing past all the statues. It's so cool, and just all the shadows. Here, you get a little more clue that they know you're there, because you'll take O free traveler for the cage to not help those who are free. There's a little verbal cue as well. The free do not help those who are caged. Something like that. I'm forgetting my own verbal cue. But, just it's poetry. It rhymes, as the George Lucas says. And then you can walk up to the orb. Last time I took it, this time I'm just going to leave it. There's a little dude right there. And you're able to walk out. They weren't expecting you to do that, and this is the only open door for you. All the other doors you had to open via some manner. This is just open for you. You can walk up, there's the outside there, and you get to live your life safe and comfortable away from the dude wanting to put you into a cage. So that was the full extent of my level. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. I look forward to seeing all of your levels, and I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time of the day it is for you. Bye-bye.